Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. Today I want to talk about some anti-aging products. Listen, I do not like the term well aging. I'm going to be using the term better aging. I just feel like, it's nicer. When it comes to better aging, people always say sunscreen, retinol, retinoids are the most important, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yes, I know. But what else is there? What else can I be doing on a daily basis, morning and evening, that is gonna keep my skin the best it could be, the healthiest it can be, no matter what age I am, or no matter what stage I'm going through in my life? And I want to start with the sponsor of today's video. This is Beekman 1802's Milk RX Advanced Better Aging Cream, and it's the latest addition to the brand skincare line, which I love. My favorite brand discovery of last year / this year. And this new cream is specifically designed to combat signs of aging whilst being gentle on sensitive skin, like my easily sensitized rosacea prone skin. Now they describe this as a multi-layer moisturizer that claims to be 4 times more effective than traditional retinol. And this is thanks to the key ingredient Renexosome, which combines Reniseed and milk protein exosomes, Renexosome. And they say that this is clinically proven to produce collagen production by up to 31%, leading to a thicker epidermis and reduction in fine lines and wrinkles, as well as also providing 24-hour hydration across multiple skin layers. And whilst I've been using this for more than 8 weeks now, actually, I've had no irritation at all whatsoever, so I've been using this twice a day. And although I don't have fine lines or wrinkles just yet, or need a lift of sorts right now, the plumpness and hydration and moisturization that I've experienced without the greasiness, I've been super impressed. With the skincare world evolving as much as it is and as quickly as it is, it's really cool to see these innovations starting to pop up here and there. This cream includes a lot of ingredients that I love and are sort of Beekman 1802's staples. Of course, we have their goat milk, renowned for its moisturizing properties. They also have a peptide complex. People always ask what peptides are, and I find them really hard to explain. So they're small chains of amino acids that signal the skin to produce more collagen, basically essential for maintaining skin elasticity and reducing wrinkles. So peptides. We have ceramides to help with your skin barrier, again helping retain all that moisture and hydration, plumping out the skin, and polyglutamic acid. Polyglutamic acid is a great hydrating ingredient to look out for. It's been said that polyglutamic acid can kind of hold on to a bit more moisture, a bit more hydration, a lot more than hyaluronic acid, so it's a really nice one to look out for if you are looking for that firm plumpness to your skin. So yes, if you're looking for something a little bit gentler than like a retinoid, you wanted to experiment with a few alternatives, check out the new Milk RX Advanced Better Aging Cream. I will link everything in the description box down below, and thank you to Beekman for sponsoring this segment of today's video. The next thing I would say, which is kind of like vital for better aging, is exfoliation. Exfoliation is really good, and it's something we do all the time, but I would personally recommend PHA over AHA and BHA. Exfoliation in general is important because it helps everything work better. It helps keep the hydration and moisture balance in the skin. PHAs are polyhydroxy acids, and they're a group of exfoliants that are said to be gentler compared to alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids, AHAs and BHAs. And they offer several benefits that make for a pretty decent better aging ingredient or product. So of course, gentler exfoliations. Now PHAs have a larger molecular structure than AHAs and BHAs, which means they penetrate the skin slower. So this makes them less likely to cause irritation, making them ideal for sensitive skin, easy sensitized skin. Regular gentle exfoliation helps remove dead skin cells, promoting cell turnover and revealing fresher, more radiant looking skin, which is crucial for reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So yeah, exfoliation in general is good. So AHAs are very hydrating, but PHAs are also known for their humectant properties, meaning they can attract and retain moisture in the skin, and well-hydrated skin appears plumper, which again helps minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Now, hydration is also key to maintaining skin elasticity and firmness. PHA has also been said to have some slight antioxidant capabilities, which help protect the skin from free radical damage from the sun, of course, environmental stressors, such as UV rays, pollution, which usually accelerate the skin's aging process by causing oxidative stress. Is that the right word? Oxidative damage? Again, leading to the appearance of premature wrinkles, fine lines, loss of elasticity. So PHAs have been said to help prevent this kind of damage to the skin. Exfoliating in general can just enhance barrier function, which is of course essential for helping protect your skin against external aggressors, all that kind of stuff, retaining moisture, hydration, and a strong skin barrier keeps the skin resilient and reduces the likelihood of premature aging. Of course, exfoliation of any kind, not just PHAs, can help improve skin texture, which with consistent use, PHAs can smooth out rough, uneven skin texture, skin tone as well, giving the skin a softer and more refined appearance, giving you that more luminous, youthful kind of look, right? But also its compatibility with other ingredients is where I feel this kind of stands out compared to AHAs and BHAs. This is completely dependent on your skin type, but there are a lot of times when if I'm using an AHA or a BHA, I'll drop certain other actives. But PHAs have been shown to be typically well tolerated with other skincare ingredients like retinoids, peptides as well, meaning that you can quite safely introduce PHAs into any part of your skincare routine. Again, that larger molecular weight means it works slower and gentler on the skin. Of course, completely down to your skin type usually and how well your skin can tolerate stuff. If you've been using actives for a long time, you probably already exfoliate and use retinoids all together at once anyway. But yeah, it's kind of like an easy exfoliating step to slip into your routine that I don't worry about skipping other actives in place of. Inflammation is a key factor in the anti-aging process of the skin that people often overlook, to be honest with you. This is referred to as inflammaging. I think that term had its moment like last year, but it's still a thing. It's not a trend. It's something that happens in your skin. And this is a term that basically describes the chronic low-grade inflammation that occurs over time and contributes to the visible and structural signs of aging. So here's how inflammation kind of speeds up the skin aging process. So number one, breakdown of collagen and elastin. Inflammation actually triggers the release of enzymes called matrix metalloproteinia, metalloproteinases, MMPs we're going to call them, which break down collagen and elastin, the proteins responsible for keeping our skin firm, basically. We all know this, right? Now, as these proteins degrade, the skin loses its structure, leading to wrinkles, sagging of the skin, a loss of firmness. The inflammation process can kind of generate free radicals, which are unstable molecules that can damage cells, proteins, and DNA. Now, this oxidative stress accelerates the breakdown of essential skin components like collagen and lipids, contributing to that premature aging, including, again, fine lines, wrinkles, and even hyperpigmentation. Of course, an impaired skin barrier. Chronic inflammation can weaken the skin's protective barrier, making it more susceptible to environmental damage, dehydration, further irritation. A compromised barrier also means that the skin is less effective at retaining moisture and hydration, leading to dryness, roughness of the skin, both of which are common in aged skin. Hyperpigmentation and uneven skin tone is also a sign of inflammaging. Anyone with like a little bit of more melanin in their skin, you know that if you pick a spot, for example, you get a cut on your face, the healing process is so long. That inflammation that you can get from acne, breakouts, cuts, grazes, whatever, can stimulate the overproduction of melanin, which can lead to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Inflammation can also lead to reduction in cell turnover, like how quickly your skin cells renew themselves. And this is why, as somebody with rosacea, that gets triggered pretty easily. You'll see when I do my skincare routines, my skin just gets red very quickly. I really have to take more precautions with my skin because I have to use so many products for my job, and this is why I love Korean skincare, because of their approach of low percentage actives and a gentler approach to skincare overall. And it's really more about protecting the skin and prevention rather than just combating everything with a shit ton of actives. So most of the ingredients I look out for are actually pretty obvious, like Centella asiatica, great for soothing, healing. Green tea is a great antioxidant, anti-inflammatory ingredients that you see in, honestly, the vast majority of K-beauty. Tomato and green tea are considered antioxidants too, but I believe tomato is very low, a very weak antioxidant, but it's kind of in everything at the moment. But it has been said to help boost the effectiveness of retinol and Q10, allegedly. I know everyone's bored of hyaluronic acid and it kind of gets like a bad rep recently, but hydration is so important, and hyaluronic acid is just a great humectant, and it's said to be inflammatory by some derms derms and estheticians, but scientific literature actually proves otherwise. And it's actually great at healing, calming, and lucky for us, it's kind of in everything. It's pretty much in every product. So you don't have to use a dedicated serum. I do feel at one point my skin was reacting poorly to it, and I don't know why. Maybe it was the lower molecular weight. Maybe it was something I was using in conjunction with it. My skin just sometimes reacts very, very poorly to like nano size ingredients, and I don't know why. Don't quote me on that, but that is the only correlation I can make. Let's talk about hand creams and urea in particular. Now, I saw a Korean dermatologist years ago talk about urea in products, and it's not really an ingredient that I see many people take notice of. Urea is made naturally by our skin, and it's this tiny, tiny small molecule and is able to penetrate the skin and essentially help retain moisture. It's like a natural moisturizing factor, an NMF, again, keeping our skin plump, keeping it tight and elasticy, but it can also help remove dead skin cells very, very gently, smoothing the skin, helping products work better on the skin, helping maintain a healthy skin barrier. It can plump the skin, it can reduce the appearance of fine lines. It's such an amazing ingredient that just isn't seen. I think I've seen it in like Precor and a lot of Japanese products. Years ago, I did a sponsorship with Eucerin and they sent me a load of products, a ton of products, including their hand cream and the Hyaluron Filler Plus Urea Day Cream. I didn't love the day cream, but the hand cream is great. I love the hand cream. Hang on, let me go get my hand cream I'm using. So listen, I hate the packaging on these, but this is the Urea hand cream. I don't even remember what brand it is, but I'll link everything down below. And this is the same one. This is the Urea cream. Oh, they're both the same. This is just a tub version, and this is like a hand cream version that I keep at the side of my bed. But this is just like a tub version, and I'm not gonna lie, it's meant to be for your hands and feet, but in the last week, I've been like using it as like the final step in my routine. Almost like a moisturizer. I just want to see if it works. I've not been using it long enough to see how well it plumps and all that kind of stuff. But as far as hand creams go, they say that your hands and neck are the first kind of show signs of aging. And that's because a lot of us tend to forget to bring everything down to our neck or even do anything for our hands other than washing them, then maybe using like an anti-bac. So using a cream with urea in is going to help bring all that kind of like plumpness back to your hands with daily consistent use. And just, yeah, give your hands a bit of attention. So yeah, look out for urea. There's not many brands that do like a urea cream, but the ones that do, they're pretty good. The next thing you could obviously do is to help build collagen. Now, not with collagen, not with retinoids, but with red light therapy. It's another cosmetic treatment therapy process that has received some negative press recently, mainly from a dermatologist on TikTok that did try to do some science, but didn't quite science correctly. And he was basically saying that these masks are useless, that they're not strong enough, but they're not. There was another dermatologist who said that they aren't good, and his negative was that you have to use these daily to see any results or really consistently. And you do. I don't think that's a negative. I think if you can afford one of these masks in the first place, you're going to want to use them daily to get your money's worth anyway. But you do have to be super, super, super consistent with these. Fully committed to using a red light therapy mask if you're wanting to see the better aging benefits from red light therapy. According to the study I found, red light therapy reaches dermis 9 and is mainly used for its better aging action and its ability to accelerate healing. In addition to reducing wrinkles, it stimulates fibroblasts and thus increases the production of collagen and elastin. And there are some amazing before and afters online if you want to see people's like Cheng with red light therapy. But as I mentioned, it's not a quick fix. It's a lifestyle change. So the before and afters are usually about 6 months to a year of usage. It does take a long time to see good results, you know, but before you know it, 6 months would have flown by. You'll look back and you'll be happy that you use an LED mask every day. I love LED light therapy for my rosacea. I use near infrared light and red light mainly. The devices I use are pricey, but this is probably one of the only skincare related things where I would say that price does matter due to the fact that strength of the wavelength, the amount of light has to be right to be effective. And I don't think you could just pop onto Temu or Amazon and trust what's being sold on there. I think 200 to 400 is a not a good price, but an accurate price to pay for something like this. I have spent a small fortune on one. It's a business cost, the Flex MD, and Current Bodies one is actually amazing as well. Dr. Dennis Gross have a much more comfortable one. I find the Current Body one to be a little bit painful around the eyes, so I had to remove the like eye guards and I just shut my eyes really tight while I'm using it. I don't like those little ones. I just don't see how you're going to get any benefits from them, to be honest with you, because it's all about having that even spread of light all across your face for a set amount of time. I don't think just quickly passing over your face with a wand is going to do that much, to be honest with you, unless you're spot treating. Thank you so much again to Beekman1802 for sponsoring today's video. All the links for all the products you can find in the description box down below. Let me know any products that you love, especially if you have any urea related products. I feel like they're hard to come by. Let me know in the comments. You can watch some more product reviews here, some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you over there.